Hey guys, Civilian Soldier 762 here. Got my note cards, or paper, I guess. Don't even really know where to begin this one. Got a lot to say. Just with what's going on, in our country today and in the world. I mean, it's pretty obvious, that the people in power in our government and then the world government are corrupt. Just pushing all this anti-constitutional legislation, just wide open, not even trying to hide what they're doing. I mean, just they're not having to even answer for things like Fast and Furious or Benghazi, which was obviously a CIA arms deal, basically. Our president is basically funded Al Qaeda with millions of dollars in arms, and once the deal was done, then he wanted to try to retrieve them to not link himself to funding Al Qaeda. So that was in a nutshell. That's basically what happened there. But we got the takeover of everything by the government, like healthcare with Obamacare, signing of the NDAA with being able to lock up citizens with no due process, take us to black sites and hold us for as long as they want, torture us. I mean, it's obvious. You don't have to look too far to realize that the so-called FEMA camps do exist. They're DHS internment centers that are ran by DHS and FEMA. Now we've got drones in the skies just recently authorized to target citizens that are only terrorists, but we know that terrorists to them are anyone who supports the Constitution, returning veterans, Tea Party members. Basically anyone who's a patriot is a terrorist to this government. You got the Department of Homeland Security buying 1.6 billion rounds of ammo, and then all these other government agencies buying up just millions of rounds of ammo too, like the United States Post Office, the IRS, the CDC. It's it's insane. The government buying all this ammo, armored vehicles, just all this stuff. I mean, they're preparing for something, obviously. We're training foreign troops on our soil, like training Russians in Colorado. We've got Army Manual FM 3-39.40, which is the Internment and Resettlement Operations Manual. I mean, there's a leaked Army Manual that dealing with rounding us up, detaining us, and then reconstituting us into society as brainwashed individuals, or deciding what to do with people that they pose a threat. The way the people in our government are going right now, especially like the people in power, like in the White House and the Democrats and the Senate and Congress, they are pushing for gun confiscation, gun registration. I mean, this is something we've been fighting for a while now. Why are they just in the open, just going full force like this? What are they preparing for? And people say, oh, gun confiscation will never happen. Well, it already has. Look at Katrina. Look how many years ago that was. Door to door taking guns. Any time, stopping people taking their guns. People who are at their own homes to defend themselves. And having the troops come in and take their guns. So I mean, it's already happened. It can happen. And all it would take is some government created disaster, or false flag terror attack or something, to call for martial law to take your weapons. And then just on top of all that, you've got the outside things in the world going on, like North Korea threatening to nuke us. We've got Russia threatening over not. I believe it's not getting involved with either Syria or between Israel and Egypt. I mean, we got that going on. What else do we have? I mean, it's just crazy what's going on in the world today. All our involvement in the Middle East, and if you think that the supposed weapons of mass destruction is why we were there, that's ridiculous. I mean, look at the countries who have nukes right now. North Korea's testing nukes. Iran, continuing nuclear production, and we're doing nothing. Put some bullshit sanctions on them, and that's it. So we're not there because it has to do with oil, and these countries in the Middle East trying to get off the U.S. dollar is the main form of currency for trading oil. Because since we left the gold standard, there's nothing backing our dollar. The world oil trade on the U.S. dollar is the only thing keeping our dollar value where it's at, and just inflation keeps getting worse. The Federal Reserve printing money. I mean, so is it? I mean, people call guys like us crazy for thinking that something's up, and that impending doom's gonna happen. I mean, I don't want to think that way, but it just seems so obvious. Look at everything going on. Why would they be doing what they're doing? What? Just it's crazy what's going on in the world, what our government's doing. What do you guys think's happening? I mean, am I nuts for thinking that something's going on? I mean, I don't know. And another thing I wanted to talk about is, what plans do you have? If you woke up tomorrow and all of a sudden it's martial law, there's, UN troops with roadblocks on the corner of your street, what do you do? Is it too late to even put a plan into effect at that point? What are you doing to prepare your network, your people? Just having food and supplies and ammo and guns and stuff like that, is that even enough? What should we be doing, really? Any advice would be great. What do you guys think? What's your whole take on everything? Are we looking too deep into it? Is it not terrible what's going on? Is our government not tyrannical? Are they not trying to do something that is just completely against everything that we stand for? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but you guys let me know. If you guys want to talk to like-minded people, check out my Facebook page. It's www.facebook.com/civiliansoldier762. Alright guys, take care.